from RevTrev.com and the founder of Live Light Academy on livelight.ca, and I'm here with another tool from the Live Light Above the Negativity course that I'd like to share with you today. And my goodness, has this ever been a bit of a gong show? You know, when everything works, it's just, I sit down and I just do it because everything is set up, everything's pre-programmed, everything just goes. And then there are days like today. I think what happened was last night I didn't reset, I turned off my computer. I let it rest overnight. And I woke up this morning and I had to relaunch a bunch of stuff. Anyway, let me get to the tool. Oh, what the tool is today? It is the Perfect Peace tool. Relax to have perfect peace. And we'll get to that right after this. So the Relax to Have Perfect Peace tool comes from, as I said, the Live Light Above the Negativity course. And, fear is real. Sometimes fear is good. Sometimes fear is paralyzing. Sometimes fear lets us avoid really terrible things. Other times fear keeps us from doing amazing things. How do you have perfect peace? And John tells us, and this tool just sort of unpacks that for us. And so I'll play the video and be back right away, right after that. Okay, so here is the tool to help you relax to have perfect peace.
And the acronym for that is SPAW. What do I mean by that? Okay, so perfect love casts out fear, and anything not done in love is useless. That's why we need the perfect love tool. And perfect love comes from God to me, and then it goes on back to God and to others. That's what perfect love means. Perfect love is not love that I feel immaculately. It's that I get love from God, and I use that love to give it back to God and to share it with others. You and I can't do this on our own strength. We can't love perfectly on our own strength. We need to get it from God. And that love we get from God, we make sure to share it with others. And we love Him because He first loved us, right? How we share that love for others, we need to understand the Greek understanding of love. Well, not all of it. There are four words for love. 3 of them are in Greek in the New Testament. The one I'm not getting into. And then another one is really cool here. So used for compassion, but we'll get to that. Love, we need to understand, love is a decision. Agapeo love is not emotional love. Agapeo love is love that we decide. We have made the decision. So, have I decided to always love? Can I decide to love in this moment? Those are questions we ask ourselves when we are wanting to activate agapeo love. Love is also emotional love, and that love is phileo in Greek. Do I feel love in this situation? Can I still choose to love when I don't feel it? Yes, you can, because you can love with agapeo love, even if you don't feel it. And there's a lot of love we don't even need to feel. We just need to do and show. Third word is a compound word, splagchanon, and it's love in action. Literally, it's compassion. And have I turned off my compassion? Am I led by compassion to be like Jesus? That's how we love perfectly. We get it from God, we give it to others. We love perfectly because we decide to love, we feel love, and we show love. What? That's your whole heart, right? Yeah, you love with your whole heart. We're told to love God with our whole heart, but when we love others, we need to do it with our whole heart. Well, I don't want to press it too much, because we don't need to feel love to show love and to decide to love. We don't. There are people in really bad marriage situations that need to understand that right now. There's people who are in terrible work situations that need to understand that right now. There are people in churches that are about to explode that need to understand that right now. Love, it doesn't have to be an emotion. It's agapeo love. Love that is patient, that is kind, that keeps no record of wrong. That's all agapeo love. The best thing about love is we can feel it too. And often when we make that decision to love and put it into action, that love in action, compassion, we actually, the feeling follows often. So understand, perfect love is, yes, getting it from God and sharing it back to God and to others. It's a complete circuit, but it's also love with our whole heart. It's a decision, it's an emotion, it's an action.
Yeah, so a couple of things. I did make a mistake at the beginning, but most of you watching now were not here at the beginning. At the beginning, I was talking about the perfect peace tool. That is not the perfect peace tool. The perfect peace tool would come from, it comes from a couple of places, but I'll just give it to you here now. Anyway, he will keep you in perfect peace, those whose mind is stayed on you. You keep in perfect peace all whose minds are stayed on you. Comes from Isaiah. And then in James, it tells us, James, where am I going for with this? Romans, it's Romans 12, near the end. It says, now may the God of hope fill you with all peace and joy as you trust in him, so you'll overflow with hope by the power of Holy Spirit. And that's peace. Peace is trusting God. That's how we maintain peace. Love has just been explained to you. Perfect love is love that's a circuit. I get it from God and I give it to others. I get it from God, I give it to others. And the challenge for us is to not assume that we love better without receiving God's perfect love ourselves first. You know, we will run out of love if it's just what we're doing. But Holy Spirit empowers us to accomplish every good work prompted by faith. So as we in faith receive God's love and give out God's love, that perfect love casts out all the fear. You know, we're not going to fear. We're not going to fear that God's going to punish us because we're receiving his love as a child receives a good father's love. And so that's the connection I want to make there. Anyway, I'm looking at everyone who's watching, and I think most of you are coming from X again. Oh, yes, you are. That's awesome. If you're watching anywhere else, and if you're watching later on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, you can leave a comment. You can leave a comment later, and I'll eventually get to it. But if you did it now, I could reply to it right now. But since you're on X, I'm so glad we can do this on X. And I wish I could have comments come in from X. I can't. The system doesn't work that way. But I did talk to you about the Live Light Above the Negativity course. That's where this tool comes from, and you can get the best price for it at revtrev.link/bless. That'll take you to livelight.ca, and that right, the big long ugly URL that's there to get to the Live Light Above the Negativity course. I think it's probably livelight.ca /live-light -above-the-negativity -course. So it's just easier to go to revtrev.link/bless. And if you want to stay connected with me, You can subscribe on YouTube and set notifications at reftrep.com/TV. You can like and set notifications on Facebook, reftrep.com/FB. And you can catch up on podcasts and subscribe wherever you listen. This becomes a podcast after I run it through a few programs. And you can find that at reftrep.com/radio. Subscribe wherever you listen when you go there. So Carpe Vitae, seize the life. Since this is the life you've chosen, the life of the Spirit, let's make sure we don't hold it as an idea in our head or a sentiment in our heart, but work out its implication into every area of our life. That means we won't compare ourselves with each other as if one of us were better and another one worse. We have far more interesting things to do with our lives. Each of us is an original. Live creatively, friends. Carpe Vitae, seize the life. Let's keep in touch. I'm Trevor Lund.